It's just a beautiful venue, really intimate, excellent beer and excellent food and really incredible music.
I absolutely love their quirky and intimate vibe.
Musicians love the place and so the audience love it as well.
So we're in the music everyone thinks we're a couple, I don't know why, you know.
We've been best friends since school, so we'd always talk about how amazing it would be to have a venue, the kind of venue that we'd like to hang out.
Yeah.
The kind of place where we'd like to go to listen to music.
Well, it reminds me a bit of playing at the Bluebird in Nashville. There's not much separation between the audience and the person who's singing, which is a really cool thing for the performer as well as the audience, I think. And it sounds really good too.
We have a bit of a philosophy here that I've tried to create. My favourite moments of Green Note are when you forget there's anything between you and the musicians. And when you kind of break down that barrier between the performer and the audience, something really magical can happen in the room, and that's where we get our atmosphere from. It's a real pleasure to see a lot of the musicians come through here go on to bigger and better things. Sometimes they get a little bit too big to come back to our little tiny room that we love so much, but quite often they come back anyway and just don't tell that many people about it. It's a great feeling to feel like you've been a part of that journey to that kind of success.
There are plenty of things about the Green Note that make it exceptionally special as a venue, and not least the two women, Evie and Risa, that run it. Everything that they do seems to be done very gracefully and very effortlessly. You know, all the way from DIY to the big decisions, they're doing it all themselves.
We wanted to create a scene, bring a community to us, and there is a scene out there. I think we've tapped into it, but also created it as well.
This is not a business you do for the business side of it.
You've got to do it for the love of it.
For the love of it.
You just feel amazing vibrations. You just feel great when you're here. It's actually very, very rare, I find, in London to be at a place with so much heart.
Well, good evening everybody and welcome once again to Virtually Green Note. We hope you're well. Hope you've been having a good week so far. My name is Nick Harris. I'm one of the engineers here at Green Note, and I seem to be hosting lots and lots of shows, which is great because I get to spend 2 evenings a week listening to some of the best singer-songwriters that have graced the Green Note stage over the past few years. Welcome to those of you who have never been with us before, and obviously a big hello to all our regulars. So it's great to see so many familiar names in the stream over the past few weeks or so. So that's really great. So without too much for hanging about, let's get straight to some music. We have another truly international lineup this evening. We have artists from broadcasting from London, Denmark and America. So let's bring them in and say hello. So from Denmark, please, I was going to say put your hands together, but you can do. Nobody will hear you, but you can do it anyway. Please welcome IDA WENOE. Hello.
You. Hello.
Good to see you.
You too.
Broadcasting from the States, I was very rudely forgot to ask him exactly where, but I'm sure he'll tell us. Please welcome Matt the Electrician. Good evening, Matt. Good afternoon.
Howdy.
From Austin.
And lastly, from broadcasting from London, but originally from Scotland, so we have to put that in just in case. Please welcome SAMANTHA WHATES. Good evening, Samantha.
Hi. Hello.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Excellent, excellent. Right then. So for those of you who haven't been with us before, the format of Virtual Green Note is a songwriter's round. So it's very simple. Each of the artists will sing a song in turn. We'll go around a couple of times. We'll have a little sort of half-time break and we'll go around again a couple of times. And if you wish to, after the show, you can come and join us in a Zoom chat. There'll be a Q&A with all three of our artists this evening. You can have a bit of a chat with them and a bit of a chat with us, and we'll answer any questions that you have. So, without further ado, let's get on with the music. And I believe Ida is going first, so let's walk him into the full screen, and the floor is yours.
Thank you. Oof. This is my first ever doing one of these online shows, so I'm a bit nervous, to be honest, but it's very nice to be here, because the very last show I did before lockdown was actually with Samantha Whates, and one of the last shows we did on a tour was at the Green Note. But enough talking, let's play the song. This has changed me a little. Change me a little, but change me good. Pour the water and carve the wood. Break me a little, but break me right, so I feel it without losing my sight. Touch me a little, so I know you're there, to remind me that we are both really here. Then speak a little, words will come true. You talk about the weather, but you change the view. These rattle bones go dancing under trees. The colored leaves fall for a dance with me. They turn and float and linger till they fall asleep. Forever in a hide me a little inside of you. I'll hang there like a bird on your hip for a minute or two, then loose me a little, but don't let go. Wherever we go, and I am still with you. These rattle bones go dancing under trees. The colored leaves fall for a dance with me. They turn, float, and linger till they fall asleep. Forever in a moment. Forever in a moment. Forever in a moment. Beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, Ida.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Wow,
a really
that
special
was-
song, Ida.
Yeah, I love
Thank
that.
you, Samantha. Matt, you've
Well
both
done.
heard it a bunch of times.
We've heard it
I
a few
think
times.
Matt, you actually heard it when I just wrote it when you were visiting in Copenhagen. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
And I was asking you, Matt, is this an okay song?
I hope I said yes. I think I did.
No. I said it's an awful
okay.
song.
It's an okay song. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, hello. I am indeed in Austin, Texas. That is where I am. You can see a little bit of the outside sunshine, and you probably can't feel the heat, but it's already very hot here. Thank you all for being here, and thanks to the Green Note for having me. I'm very happy to be here with my buddies. Thank you for letting me stay. I just needed space for a little while, not long. Then I'll be gone again. I'm only traveling. Thank you for filling me up. I was empty, now I'm not. My heart is overflowing, burst within. I got a heart again. Where would I be if no one helped me along? I wouldn't have gotten very far on my own. And if you've reached back to lend me a hand, even if I've said it before, let me say it again. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for waiting on me. I'm a little slow. Sometimes I can catch up to finish, not to win. I'm not racing. Thank you for hearing me out. I don't always have the answers all worked out before my tongue is through. I'm only talking. Where would I be if no one helped me along? I wouldn't have gotten very far on my own. And if you've reached back to lend me a hand, even if I've said it before, let me say it again. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for letting me stay. I just needed a space for a little while, not long. Then I'll be gone again. I'm only traveling.
Aw.
Yay!
Thank you for being my friend.
you for being here.
Oh, wow.
That's great.
Right, go
Thank
on
you,
then.
Matt.
Thanks, Sean.
That was absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Right, oh gosh, here we go. It's my turn. Hi everyone. Thanks for tuning in to watch this. This is my first, like Ida, this is my first rodeo. And yeah, I've been kind of building up to it and getting myself really nervous, and so here goes. But it's, I've admired Ida and Matt's music for a really, really long time, and this is definitely a gig that I would never have been able to do in another circumstance, so I'm very grateful for that. The first song that I'm going to play tonight is a song called Sailors, and it felt appropriate for right now, because it's about that we weather the storms and that we kind of just keep on going no matter what we're thrown. So yeah, here goes. Like the rock of a boat, it changes with the weather all the time. Like the rock of a boat, it changes with the weather all the time. We beat ourselves up too much. We beat ourselves up too much, but the boat still sails on. The boat still sails on. Waves will crash against your sides. Waves will try to pull us under, but the boat still sails on. The boat still sails on alone. In the eye of the storm, a calm place in the weather can be found. In the eye of the storm, we are calm now and good weather's all around. We beat ourselves up too much. We beat ourselves up too much. But the boat still sails on. The boat still sails on. The boat still sails on alone. boat sails on. The boat sails on.
That was lovely, Samantha.
Thank you.
Oh, it was very soothing.
How we doing? You all right?
Yeah, we're all right.
Yeah.
I was like, we are still sailing on, just not with the tourists.
Yeah. Without any company.
Yeah.
Solo sail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually got both of my housemates like sitting about a meter away from me watching this, so I didn't feel like such a weirdo just playing into the ether. But now that they're here, they're like totally staring at me. It's really weird.
Why aren't they clapping? They should
Because I told them to be quiet.
Oh, of course, sure.
Aw.
That was good. Oh, I think, yep, okay.
Ida!
Yeah, we're in the round. Okay, it's my turn again. All right. I am gonna play you a new song. It's called, I don't really know what it's called. I think it's One Step Closer to the End. Very dark, but really not that dark. Yeah, here we go. I've been walking in the dark, and I'm trying so hard not to fall. Been a funny time this year, and I'm waiting for it to be clear. We're not heading anywhere, and the room where we used to meet is empty, dead, silent, empty, dead, silent, empty, dead, empty, dead, empty. In a foggy end of May, I've been bending my waist to stay tall, but I'm smaller now than then. All the walls are coming closer. It's empty, death, silent, empty, death, silent, empty, death, empty, death, empty. In the night, ooh, to see if you're still alive. Ooh, I'm waking you up in the night. Ooh, to see if you're still alive, still alive, still alive. How I long to be a child when the landscape was larger and this dream was but a dream, still an image of what could be. Every day I'm losing time. Every day is one step closer to the end. Every day I'm losing time. Every day is one step closer to the end. Every day
Stunning.
Thank you, guys.
Nice one, Ida.
Yeah, beautiful.
Thank you. Whew. That was the
There's,
first time ever.
There's a few people, Ida, who are saying that they were at our shows. I don't know if you can see the live comments, but yeah, they're saying that they were at our shows and that it's nice to see you and I again. So.
Oh, nice. That's good. Ah, yeah.
Feels like a lifetime ago.
It really does, right?
Yeah.
It was another
I'm still
lifetime
the same
ago.
jumpsuit though, so you know I haven't like managed to like grow out of this yet. Although my ever expanding waistline is, you know, I'm working on it hardcore.
I got to borrow that one jumpsuit so much on our tour. I was like, every night I was like, so Samantha, what are you gonna wear tonight? Are you gonna wear that one? So yeah.
Matt, do you want to borrow it?
Well, that's what I was hoping. That,
I reckon it'd fit you.
Yeah.
For the next gig. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. When we meet again.
I don't know about y'all, but I've been writing a lot in this time, and I don't know, Ida. I don't know if you wrote that song just now. Like
I did, yeah. It's like a week old or something, yeah.
Oh wow, there you go.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I've been struggling a bit though I've been feeling like, okay, this should be the time where I should write so much.
Yeah.
And it's only just now that it's opened.
Yeah.
You've been writing a lot though.
Yeah. And you know, some days it comes easily, and some days it doesn't. But I have been writing a lot.
But I feel like you're always like that. You're always almost writing a song per day.
10 albums deep.
I'm just not afraid of writing terrible songs.
No quality control over here.
Let's be fair. It is quantity, not quality. But I think I'll go ahead and play a new one that I wrote maybe a couple weeks into at least our lockdown here in Texas or Austin. Or maybe my house. I don't really know what the rest of the world is doing, but this is one that I wrote a couple weeks into kind of self-isolation. Sorry about that. That was a false start. It's a brand new song. I am scared, of course I am. I read the same things that you read to me. Go softly into bed, to sleep, to dream, without conclusions. I can't decide what to wear. What's going on with my hair? You understand me. I beg you to demand of me and stay here forevermore on the sea floor. I can see the yard at night, and when the moon is broken over the trees, our shadows in real time. I know that I'm a bit more manic than I'd be inclined not to care. What's going on with my hair? You understand me. I beg you to demand of me and stay here forevermore on the sea floor, on the sea. What is this floating feeling like? I've never been deep sea diving. so heavy, yet so light. I am scared, of course I am. I've barely been around for years and years. All look the same to me. A honeybee, a hummingbird in a frame, can't complain. What's going on with my brain? You understand me. I beg you to demand of me and stay here forevermore on the sea floor, on the sea floor, on the sea floor.
Ah. Yeah, beautiful.
Thank you.
That's
Well,
a
if
good
you got
new
one
song.
thing out of this, you got that.
That's true.
Yes, indeed.
We're being brave, aren't we?
We are.
Yeah, we're being brave, playing new material. Me
So,
and Ida.
does that
yeah.
mean, Samantha, that...
Yeah. Well, Ida and I have been WhatsApping about this occasion, and we kind of promised each other that we would play a new one. So I'm glad that Matt, you've also
Oh,
been
nice.
brave too, and
Yeah.
you didn't need to be in that conversation. You've kind of cosmically been involved, you know.
Well,
You know,
I can't see the live comments, so it's not bravery. It's just really ignorance. So if anybody has terrible things to say about my new songs, I can't see them anyway. So that's fine.
Well, somebody said that the birds outside our windows are singing a counterpoint to all of the songs.
Wow.
That was from Fiona, who was
Heady.
at our Green Note gig, Ida, and they're very, very lovely, lovely people.
nice.
Yeah. This is going to be a world premiere as well. A song that I've written throughout this time. It's not about, maybe it is on some level, but it's not intentionally about isolation or anything. But it's a song about creativity and how it always amazes me how creativity can thrive in all kinds of situations. Sorry, I just quickly need to tune. Sorry, to be tuned. Go back to the multi-screen because I just need to quickly tune. Sorry. So unprofessional, even
I was
in this
trying to
situation.
get into it, then you're like, let's go. I wasn't ready to talk.
I know.
Matt.
I'm killing time, so I don't have to play it, but I am gonna play it because I really want to.
Well, I'm very happy to be here with y'all. It's really nice to get to see both of you. It's been Samantha. It's been a couple years since I've seen you.
Yeah, I think was it
probably.
2017 at Folk Alliance?
I think
it was
that that's probably right. Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember Ida was like, "You have to come and see my friend Matt. He's amazing."
Aw.
And we went to see you in this like kind of conference room that was there, and you were just, you know, honestly one of the most stunning things I saw that time.
Thanks,
I loved your music so much, and Ida can vouch for that. And you know, I've been listening to it on the regular since that first time. So yeah, it was. Thank you, Ida, for introducing me to Matt's music.
Of course. I think you said it was like your favorite thing there.
It was. Oh, I loved it. Yeah, it totally. I mean, apart from, you know, of stuff that I'd never heard before, it was totally my favorite thing that I discovered over that time. So, and I really, I'm not just saying that because you're there. It really was.
No, I'll get you to write. If you could just write that down later and sign it. You know.
It was a one-time only thing. Okay, I'm ready. Ah. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Okay. Gosh. Might as well admit I know it makes a difference to my friends, to my friends. Acts of love will find a way to make all the noise disappear in our ears, in our ears. Creation and demolition. Are we designed to pull it down? Things that we take time to build in our lives. 'Cause this could be renewed sensation to grow from the ruin. Something good, something fresh, something good, something fresh. Creation and demolition. Oh, we take our films and songs and literature and we rip them up and start again. Then we take our poetry and photographs and we blow them up and start again. Then we blow them up and start again. Creation and demolition. Yeah, we take our poetry and photographs and we blow them up and start again. Then we blow them up and start again. I'm dreaming of a face that doesn't look like mine. I'm thinking of a time where we have all we need. I'm thinking of a place where we can be, just be creative, artistic, naked as we came. Creative, artistic, and naked as we came. Creative, artistic, naked as we came. Woo. Wow. Gosh.
Naked as we came.
Naked as we came, guys.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Beautiful,
Yeah. God, I
Samantha.
feel like that was you know when you've just been playing it like in at home and you just gotta like play it out loud to the public. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
We did it. Well done,
You're
guys.
getting some
We
good.
did-
Yay! You get some good response here.
Oh, yeah.
Instant banger, Sammy.
Instant
someone is
banger.
saying, and I
It's
agree.
quite poppy,
Yeah.
that one, isn't it? Yeah, it's quite poppy for me. It's got that little hook. Oh.
Creation.
Yeah.
Yep. I've got it. It's already in there.
Right, what happens now?
Beautiful. Well, no, there you go. I was just waiting
That's
for
it. See you later, guys.
just a nice little minute there to, yeah, that's it. Cheers. Bye. No. So.
Is that all?
That's my work for the night done.
Yeah. Not yet.
Not yet.
We're not going to let you leave. Not quite yet, anyway. So, for those of you who have watched the show before, yeah, you know the format. So we go around a couple of times, and now we have a little break. So Ida and Matt and Sam can just have a moment to themselves for a little bit. So we will just say goodbye to them for a couple of minutes, and we invite the management to come in and talk to you. So please welcome to the stream the owners of Green Note, Imi and Risa. Good evening.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, Nick. Good evening. Hey, Reese.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm doing good tonight. I'm really loving the show, and I'm loving that the artist is so brave to play new ones like that. It feels really special, especially a world premiere.
Yeah, and that at least for two of them, it's their first live stream, so that's pretty cool too.
Yeah,
I can remember if Matt.
Yeah, we feel honored, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, we're here every Wednesday and Friday evening at 8 o'clock UK time with our virtually Green Note shows, and so twice a week, and it's always wonderful lineups, always 3 different artists playing. And the cool thing about tonight, don't you think, Reese, because we curate the lineups and we put different people together, and tonight they're all friends and they all know each other already, which is it's really cool because it's kind of a reunion of sorts.
Yeah, it's true. It's nice.
We've had nights, they're all a bit different. We've had nights where it's been 3 artists who've never met before, and that's kind of wonderful in its own way because it's really unique and something different. But this is really, really great too. And Ida and Samantha both, they played together not too long before. Yeah, it was March, so shortly before we closed the doors of Green Note. We're here every.
Feels like something now, but it's only 2 months.
Lifetime ago. But so, in terms of upcoming shows, this Friday we have. If I imagine some of you were probably watching a few weeks ago when Dom Martin was scheduled to play, and we had some tech issues, and basically at the very last minute, just before we went live, we had to sort of cut him out of the show, which we were very sorry about. But we had the wonderful Danny Schmidt step in and cover for him. But we've booked him again, and he'll be playing this Friday together with Martin Harley and the Lowest Pair. So that should be a great show. And hasn't Dom just won an award, Reese?
Yeah, he just won the Blues Artist of the Year award. So just on Sunday. So that was congratulations.
So it's actually quite nice timing. Yeah, we didn't plan it that way.
Yeah, Martin was up for 2 awards as well. So it's not a blues show, but like weirdly, it's kind of a blues element to it.
And we'd booked it before that, so it's kind of nice timing in the end after all that. And one that we've announced recently is for the 29th of May, and we've got really wonderful songwriter Anna Tivell from Oregon. I think it's Portland, Oregon. And she was a new discovery for us quite recently, but if you don't know her, I highly recommend checking her out. So that's Anna Tivell, who will be playing with Drew Holcomb, who's also great. He's from Nashville, I believe. And a London artist, from Dublin originally, but Rob Corcoran, London-based artist so that will be a really nice bill. I think that's a bill of 3 artists who, as far as I know, have never met before. So it'll be a first meeting in the virtual world. That's on the 29th of May. The other thing I have to say is to please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. You can watch these shows either on Facebook or YouTube. YouTube's probably our preferred place for you to watch it. And really great thing is if you hit the little bell on this, subscribe and then hit the little bell, you'll get reminders about all our shows. And we are now over 600 subscribers. It's growing fast.
Yeah,
and now
642 when I last checked.
Okay, well, our next goal is 700. So if
Yeah.
anyone who hasn't subscribed who's watching, if you could hit the subscribe button now and help get us to 700. Yeah. So
yeah. So we're not selling tickets for these shows, but we are asking for donations. So if you're able to afford it, we're asking for £10 per show. The money is being divided amongst the 3 artists who are playing and the venue for Wenøe. Everyone's struggling right now, so yeah, it's especially musicians who, their income was just cut overnight. So I know they really appreciate it, and I know that we do too. So if you are able to afford it, thank you. We really, you can do that through the PayPal. There's a link just on, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, there's a link in the comment section just below, not the comments, but the information section. And on our website, there's buttons all over the place to donate via YouTube, via PayPal. The other thing is after the show finishes, we head over to Zoom for a little Q&A and a chat and a after show hangout. So if you're free and you fancy hanging out with the artists, do join us there. The link will be posted at the end of the show, so you'll get a chance to write that down. Hope to see you there. And I think back to the music. Thanks for joining us.
Yep. See you soon. See you Friday.
Yeah. Or in Zoom.
Thank you, guys.
Oh yeah, see you in Zoom. Thanks, Nick.
Well, that's
Thanks,
right. Say goodbye to Imi and Risa just for now. And yes, they will be hosting the Zoom chat a bit later, so you'll be able to have a chat with them. They were talking about the PayPal link. If you are on YouTube or Facebook and you're following, you have the comments enabled. We've just put the PayPal link up in the comments there as well. So there's a few places for you to go and find that link. Right then, let's get back to the music. So please welcome back Ida, Matt and Samantha.
Yay.
Okay, fed and watered already, braced. Go on,
I nearly did a runner, then I realised I'm not allowed to go anywhere.
No. We WhatsApped people in your house. They've locked all the doors. That's it. It's not happening. We've spoken to all your significant others. It's they're not going to let you out. Right then, let's get on with it. So, Ida, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Is circus season.
Oh yeah.
And actually, Samantha knows that very well.
Harmonies.
And I don't know if this works because I'm so unused to these online things. But isn't it okay for Samantha to be singing along?
It would have. It will. Oh, hang on. Let me bring myself in.
Sorry for not preparing you. I just got the idea.
That's all right. It probably won't work unless it's because of the latency issues. Yeah. If it's a relatively sort of
it's a call and answer anyway, so it doesn't happen at the same time.
Yeah, no, I don't. That could, in the nicest way, that could be a car crash.
I'll just send.
Okay, let's not go with the car crash.
I'm happy to go with it if you want to go with it.
Yeah.
Ida, what are you doing to me? I was just like, no, I'm not ready for that. I'm not prepared for that. It's like, no.
Okay, let's stop it. Sorry. I should have asked you before.
Get Matt to do it.
Can you just then...
I'll crash the car.
Yeah. Then just imagine, Samantha's beautiful voice singing along with me. Yeah.
It might work. Go on.
Shouldn't we just try it? And
Let's try. Go on. Go on.
If it's a disaster, Nick, just
put it in the private chat if it's going wrong, and I'll stop.
Okay. All right.
I just say stop.
Let's try
and
it.
I'll stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Ready, Samantha?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. 2, 3. I kissed the devil on the last night of the circus season. He chased me around the arena through the circus season. He was full of magic. He was holy. He acted a clown, falling over backwards through the circus, season. He had a magic war, but spirited away and forgot his reason. I knew he was more than given, holy. Travel in the United States of America. I'm still a little town girl from Scandinavia. The colors of the lights that turn on every night. It got me hypnotized and flew me like a kite. Oh, I kissed the devil. On the last night of the circus. He handed me a letter. On the right morning at the circus. He was mine, and I was his by the hand. Holy. He was mine, and I was his. Holy. Travel in the United States of America. I'm still that little town girl from Scandinavia. The colors of the lights that turn on every night. It got me hypnotized and flew me like a kite. Down at the arena, I'm still the ballerina. Thank you, Sammy.
Did it work?
I got a little bit of it came a bit later, but in this song it kind of
It does. Yeah, it's okay with this one.
It's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. So that felt.
It was good. It was like a
to
fender
me.
bender. It wasn't a car crash. It was like just a. It's like some paint got chipped a little.
Yeah.
It's fine.
That's good. And we did it. That's
Yeah,
also
we did it.
something. Yeah.
That was cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mad.
Oh my goodness. Well. Well, I think I'm gonna do another kind of newish one, but this one was just released as a single on the internet, so it's out there. And I just finished making a new record last fall that is now kind of, I don't know what's happening with it. It's just kind of like a lot of things. It's just suspended in animation, as it were. But Ida came out to Portland, Oregon for a couple of weeks and sang on the record with me, which was fantastic. And so down the line, there'll be some more songs from that record, and hopefully the whole record coming out that will have Ida on them, and even a song we wrote together that at some point hopefully you'll get to see us do together. But I'm gonna play this one because it was just released a couple of weeks ago. And it might actually be the one song on the record that Ida doesn't sing on, so apologies for that. But this song is called Anniversary, and yeah. I don't know what you heard, but I heard it too. I don't know if a bird, but a bird will do all the flying things built around building wings made out of whatever you are. I don't know if the words are rolling right out the door of my mouth. Is my mouth to bite off the tongue where the words have begun to remain written down in where you are? What a place we have arrived. I couldn't find it again if I tried. The small geography of an anniversary. I don't know if the time was time to save all the years all at once, a single day to begin again, made to be built within words that were made up where we were. I don't know if we made the right mistake starting over and over, the bumps and breaks in bones and hearts, saving the broken parts, making up whatever we were. What a place we have arrived. I couldn't find it again if I tried. The small geography of an anniversary.
Yes. Yeah, I love that.
That's such a good one.
It's a good one. I've been rinsing that on Spotify, and I love the artwork. It's like, is that the one that's got like the paper cutout artwork?
Yeah, well, that's one of those other side effects of the lockdown is I am just not a visual artist at all.
I love it. Yeah, it's
well,
really nice.
I had to come up with something that I could do myself because it just really didn't feel like a good time to spend the money, unfortunately, to hire someone. Even though I think
I don't think you needed to. You did a wonderful job.
Well, thank you. There's a lot of visual artists I would love to hire, because they are also, a lot of them, out of work like we are. But and my wife often does a lot of that for me, but she's actually been very busy with her work as well. So yeah. I just went South Park on it and cut up a bunch of
yeah,
paper.
it looks great.
Thanks.
Oh man, that album. People really have something to look forward to with that
I'm
album.
so
man.
excited.
Oh, thanks, Ida.
Well, it's just how it
Okay.
is. Samantha!
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna play another new song. I've played it at a few gigs, but it's still pretty new. It's called "I Laughed Myself to Death." I laughed myself. I laughed myself to death, and then I wept, and I wept. I wept, and I wept, and then I cried myself. I cried myself to sleep again, and then I laughed, and I laughed, oh, ha 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 ha. I laughed, and I laughed again, and then we go round again. We go round again. We go round again. We go round again.
Nice
That
one.
one kills
like
me every time.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. I was singing
And
along,
scene.
you couldn't hear it.
Yeah, Ida, you've heard that one a few times now.
Oh yeah, I love that one. I've been so lucky to hear it live
Yeah,
a couple of times.
yeah.
That reminded me of a Grace Park song. Ida, you know who that is.
Yes, she's
I don't know.
really good.
Okay, nice.
She's
I don't know who
Austin-
that is. So.
Austin, friend of ours.
Oh wow. Okay, I need to. Always love a recommendation.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
That's true. She does kind of have a bit of that as well.
A bit of the Sammy in her.
Yeah, just in a Texas way. Got a bit of.
Well, maybe we can do like an exchange.
There you go.
Yeah.
Once we're allowed to travel.
Once we
Oh,
can
yeah.
exchange anything.
Yeah. True. Oh, That's me. So I'm gonna play my last song, and I don't think we have to play a cover, but it was suggested that we maybe could play a cover, and I think this one would be pretty nice. It's a Danish one. It's one of my favorite Danish songs, and in a way, it's really interesting that Samantha just played the song she did, because the meaning of the song has a bit of that as well. It was written in 1812 by a man called B.S. Ingemann, when he was a young poet. And not to make this into a too long monologue, it's the lyrics in Danish in the beginning. It says something about, often I'm happy, but I feel like crying, since no one can really share my joy. Often I'm sad, but have to laugh, because I don't want anything to see the frightened tear falling from my cheek. That always kills me. Anyways, I know there's a guy called Gareth Pinello who has written, translated this into English. He's a fantastic songwriter, and we also played some shows together, and he fell for it as well. So he actually has made a version of the song in English that you all should hear. But I will do the one in Danish, that maybe some of my fellow friends out there would understand what I'm singing.
Tit er jeg glad og vil dog gerne græde, til intet hjerte deler helt min glæde. Tit er jeg sorgfuld og må dog le, at ingen skal den bange tårer se. Tit elsker jeg og vil dog gerne sukke, tit hjertet må så tavst og strengt til lukke. Tit harmes jeg, og dog jeg smilemår, tit det er dog, som jeg harmes på. Tit er jeg varm og isner i min varme, tit verden favner mig med frosne arme. Tit er jeg kold og rød mod dag, der ved, tit verden slukker af min kærlighed. Tit taler jeg og vil dog gerne tie, hvor jeg må tanken oppe bie. Tit er jeg stum og ønsker tordenrøst, for at udtømme det beklemte bryst. Du som mine dele kan min glæde, du ved hvis barn jeg turer frit ud græde. Hvis du kendte, hvis du elskede mig, jeg kunne være som jeg er hos dig.
Go on, Ida. I love it when you sing in your native tongue.
That native tongue.
My favorite part was when you said Cali Hill.
Right. Because Matt knows that word. What does it mean, Matt?
My favourite bit was when you said tit.
Yeah,
Callie Hill, is that the one that means I love you?
Yes. Or it means love, actually,
Love,
just love. Yeah. Because in love is forelsket.
Right.
Or forelskelse.
Forelsket Ida. Did I say it right?
Do you know what is so funny? That Ida in Danish also can mean I dig, or it almost sounded like you said forelsket I dig, which means in love with you.
Oh, well, that as well.
And that's all you're gonna get for your Danish lesson today.
You're not getting paid enough for that.
Well, since Ida did one in Danish, I'll go ahead and do it in English for my people. Similarly, thinking about cover songs that it was suggested that we do, I have so many different cover songs I do, and for some reason this one popped into my head, and I haven't done it in a long time, but I felt like, I don't know about any of the rest of you out there, or Ida and Sam, but this whole time of being at home and being kind of locked down to a certain extent has been really interesting for me, and I know that there's so many people that have real, life and death issues and health issues that they're dealing with, and so none of this is to downplay any of that, but rather to say that when you're not dealing with those and you're simply asked to just kind of stay home, I've really found that there are, even though there are some negatives to that there's a lot of positives to it, and so, but I feel very conflicted on a daily basis, and I think a lot of people out there are feeling similarly. And so this song, even though that's certainly not what it's about, reminded me lyrically of that. So this is an old Tom Waits song.
Well, the stairs sound so lonely without you. I haven't made my bed in a week. Coffee stains on the paper that I'm writing, and I'm too choked up inside to speak. Yes, I know our differences have kept us apart. We never spoke a word heart to heart. And I'm glad that you're gone, but I wish to the Lord that you'd come home. And I'm glad that you're gone. I got the feeling so strong. And I'm glad that you're gone, but I wish to the Lord that you'd come home. So this old guitar still plays your favorite song, though the strings have been out of tune for quite some time. Every time I strum a chord, I pray up to the Lord that you quit your honky-tonk and sing my song. And I'm glad that you're gone. I got the feeling so strong. And I'm glad that you're gone, but I wish to the Lord that you'd come home. so I'll throw another log onto the fire. And I'll admit I'm a lousy liar. As the coals die down and flicker, I hear that guitar picker play the song we used to sing so long ago. And I'm glad that you're gone. I got the feeling so strong. And I'm glad that you're gone. But I wish to the Lord that you'd come home.
Ah. Oh, that last note was sweet as a nut, baby. Oh, yeah, beautiful.
Very good.
You're so cool.
You are.
Please, will you be my friend?
Why are you not answering that?
Yeah, he's like,
Wait,
ha ha
that's
ha,
the
yes,
part.
yeah.
We are
It's like,
friends.
We are friends. We're all friends here.
Someday I'll come back to the UK. I was not there as recent. Well, obviously you're there, and Ida, you were just there. I think I was there last. So it was right before I went into the recording studio. So I think it was late September, early October.
Did you play at the
The
Green
thing
Note?
is-
Where
I
did
did.
you play?
I
It was
played
the
at the Green Note.
Yeah, it was there.
I did a co-bill show with Leslie Stevens, and we were both over there because we were playing at a festival up in the countryside somewhere, which right now I'm blanking on the name of the festival, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Green Note was lovely. That was my first time there, and I loved it.
But that's the thing now. Now we all have to do this is a real show. It actually feels like a real show, weirdly.
It
Yeah.
feels.
Now we have to do one at the Green Note.
Do you know what? It kind of feels like different enough that it doesn't feel like you're trying to replicate something that just can't be replicated. You know, it's like I was kind of worried that it would just feel a bit like a bad gig, but it feels like something completely different to me. You know,
Yeah.
because we're getting to like speak to each other and have some kind of, and I think because it's in the round, it feels quite. You know, it doesn't feel so lonely as just like staring into the ether. You know,
Right.
It feels a bit more like. Yeah, I don't know. I've enjoyed it more than I thought I would. Oh well, yeah. Okay, so me. So I'm a bit of a rebel, and I'm not gonna play a cover because I don't really play covers that often. So it would be quite a departure for me, and I don't really feel that I can do anything justice right now that I would want to play. So I've decided, and you know, I play music with little kids as like part of my job, my day job, and I know lots of kids music, but I'm not hot on like covers that I really want to play. So I hope that that's okay, and I hope that I'm not going to get a slap on the wrist for that. But basically, I've been kind of asking people to send me requests for videos, and I've been sending people personal kind of requests, and that's been really interesting because some certain songs have been coming up again and again, and so I decided that I would play the song that's been requested the most, so it feels like something that at least the people want. So it's called Sometimes Some Things Almost Make Me Cry. It's a song about how things can be overwhelmingly beautiful and overwhelmingly sad all at the same time, and I guess there's something about where we're at the moment that feels both of those things. You know, there's a lot of sadness and difficult things going on at the moment, but there's something also quite special and inspiring, and there's a lot of good things to take away from it as well. And yeah, so I just want to say thank you so much for the Green Note for inviting me to do this, and I feel glad that I agreed, and that you've put such a lovely bill together, And yeah, this is called Sometimes Some Things Almost Make Me Cry. Thank you so much for tuning in, and yeah, blah blah blah, ... Here we go. You know me as well as anybody does, as well as I know myself. I'm trying to know myself, learning to know myself. And you love me as much as anybody has, as much as I love myself. I'm trying to love myself, learning to love myself. We're all learning to love ourselves. Look at the clouds like cartoons in the sky, what shapes they make. And look at the trees getting all pretty in the fields like ornaments. Sometimes some things almost make me cry. Sometimes some things, they almost make me cry. And look at the fields laying flat or the hills like a patchwork quilt. And look at the sea squidged up next to the beach, gold friends. Sometimes some things almost make me cry. Sometimes some things, they almost make me cry. Oh, sometimes some things, they almost make me da 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 dum, da 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 dum, da 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 do, da 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 do do do, da 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 da.
That was beautiful, Samantha.
Thank you. I just want to also to say thank you to Matt and Ida, and yeah, this has been really lush. It's just absolute pleasure to play music with you two.
Oh, thanks. Likewise.
Here today. Yeah.
Right back at you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like really, if I had to choose anyone, I would share a stage physically or none. It's just been good.
Oh, lovely.
Well done, Nick. Well
very
done,
much.
everyone. Well done, Green Note.
I don't really do very much. I just sit here and listen to it and make sure that I don't press the wrong buttons at the wrong time, or the right buttons at the wrong time, or however we should organise that. Excellent. Thank you so much. That was absolutely fantastic. It was so good. How many so's can I get in one sentence? There we go.
Go on, a couple.
All right, keep going. Of course, now what is going to happen is that I'm going to get an email tomorrow from Amy and Risa to say that they've booked the polyphonic spree and the mass bands of the household division, all performing from their individual homes, because you did that this evening. So thanks for that. Cheers. I'll right, we'll see. Oh dear, we'll see what happens. Right then. So thank you so much to everybody who is out there for joining us this evening.
Yes, thank you, all of you.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone.
There.
Thank you.
Yeah. See all your comments coming up.
Yeah, no, there's a lot there. For those of you who were with us right at the start of the show, probably heard about the Zoom chat that we host afterwards. So about 5 minutes after we finish the broadcast, we host this Q&A with the artists of the evening. So we'll just pop up the details for that. There we go. So that's your meeting ID and password. So if you want to grab those details off the screen, they'll be up there for a couple of minutes just before we close down. So the format, for those of you who know it, is sort of now we'd sort of stand by the merch table, I suppose is the best way of saying it. And as you may have noticed, we've been putting up all of the artists' websites and social media details across the bottom of the screen while they were playing, certainly in the second half. But guys, have you got anything that you're doing that you want to sort of push people in the direction of? Obviously, I know Matt's done a new album, but it's sort of sitting in the can at the moment.
Go and buy Matt's new album.
whenever it's released. But are you obviously I know Matt is a profligate live streamer from seeing his socials, but Sam, Ida, have you got stuff coming up, or?
I have nothing in the diary.
Okay.
So you just have to like keep on checking in to see if that changes. But right now this is my only live stream that I've ever booked, and currently have plans to book. But this one was okay, so you never know. Watch this space.
But you said you're doing some Patreon thing or sort of request thing. What was that?
Oh yeah, so I've got a little bit of a backup at the moment, so it might take a little while. But I'm sending out personal request videos. So if you just send me a message and if there's a song of mine that you really love and that you're missing hearing live, then just drop me a note and I'll film it on my phone. It's pretty lo-fi, and then I'll just send you a little personal note to say hello. But I've still got a couple to get through before new ones will be getting done, but yeah, that's what I'm up to. That's it. That's all I'm doing.
Cool.
I'm playing Animal Crossing.
Okay.
I'm a gamer now.
What about you, Ida?
Well, it's so funny because even now, when all of these weird things are happening in these strange times, I just remembered how it was actually playing shows, and it was also it was always kind of like a thing Samantha and I would laugh about, because we are so bad at like promo when we're even at the physical shows, like even having our physical albums like just laying out there. And with James, our good tour manager, he was there with the albums, and we couldn't even find a ways to mention that we were selling albums. Anyways, what am I up to? Well, I hope there's going to be a single. We're planning on a single in August.
Okay.
And what's also happening there is hopefully Denmark. I have some Danish shows. So hopefully Denmark will be, and the venues will be open by then. But really, I don't really know if that's for sure. But we are already starting promoting those gigs here in Denmark. So we'll see.
Okay. Yeah. Excellent. And Matt, you're doing loads of stuff, aren't you, online?
You're always doing loads of stuff.
I don't know if it's loads, but certainly some I've been involved in some things. most regularly, I tend to do for the central time zone in the States, I do like a late afternoon Sunday show, which I did not do this previous Sunday because we had this one that we were doing. So I was happy to take a break from that. But I'll probably go back to doing those. And I think in a couple of weeks I'm trying to do one with a friend of mine, Southpaw Jones, here in Austin. We're still experimenting with the specific app, but I think we've found an app where we can actually, there's no latency and we can play in real time together.
Ooh, okay. So I'll pick your brains on that one.
Yeah, we'll see how it actually works, but the hope is that in a couple of weeks' time, during my regular Sunday slot, we're going to do a show together where we sing on each other's tunes and play.
Okay. Excellent. Okay, guys. Well, once again, thank you so much. It's been a wonderful evening. Great to spend it with you. Thank you to everybody who's been watching and who's tuned in. Remember, Virtually Green Note is here every Wednesday and every Friday at 8 p.m. UK time. So, yes, lowest pair, Don Martin Healy on Friday. So we hope to see as many of you there as possible. So thank you very much and good night.
Thanks, bye.
Yay! Come meet us at the Zoom thing.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Zoom, 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 zoom.